Alright, what is up, you beautiful people? And welcome back to another Direct Strike Weekly Brawl. Tier list. Oh my god, my voice sounds so different right now. Anyways, we're joined here today by Farmland and Cannon Fodder, and it looks like we got Bountiful, which means double income on refineries. And we got Synergy. Everyone's gonna spawn at the same time. Somebody just subscribed. Hello. That's excellent time. We got Dahaka, Ringer, and Abathur. Oh geez. That's a pretty strong lineup here. So we got some medics coming up. Wait, hold on. Hold on, nobody's put out anything. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my god, we got a similar matchup over here. Alright, well, I'm gonna go for time. And then I'm gonna go for more time. And then I'm gonna go for some shadow, I think. And then I'm gonna go for some water. Nice. Well, I got 75% CD. There we go. If the other is Haka, that would be funny. That would be funny, boys. Alright, I got 75% CD. Here we go. So, Synergy, we all spawn at the same time. And then, oh, that guy's Artanis. Artanis? Pathetic. No match. We also have 4 auras, so this is going to be the FOURA Synergy Brawl. I think I might actually do a little tier list for this one. I don't know. My voice sounds really different to me in my head right now. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. You guys might hear it. But that's mostly because of the alcohol from yesterday. I usually just sounds really funky after a drink. And I have a party. I don't know. These medics are just standing around. They're like, what can we do? What are we gonna do here? But anyways, there's a bunch of vultures here. Synergy makes everything cost more, so like the swarm hosts are gonna take a little bit more time to stack up. But I mean, they're spawning every single wave, and with 75% CDR, they are gonna start melting. And also, like, I have a lot of attack speed on these locusts. These locusts are gonna be attacking. I mean, they already attack pretty fast. So actually, attack speed's not as great on locusts. I should have went for fire, actually. Yeah, I should have went for fire. Oh well, whatever. It's fine. I think there was an option for force, but force was not as great. I don't know, not as great because there was also an option for CDR. So there we go. Anyways, enemy Rainer's trying to scan my locust, but like, you know, like, what are you gonna do against that? There's just endless amounts of units coming out here. We got some marauders from cannon fodder. There we go. We need some more real firepower. My locusts aren't really firepower. My locusts are just endless amounts of front line. I can't micro 3 Dahakas. There's too many of them, boys. There's too many. Because the Dahakas don't die. And our front line doesn't die either. Here we go, boys. What's the enemy Abathur up to? He's only building roaches. Oh, he's got his own. He's got his own now. He has got his own. But I think his aren't as good as mine. Mine are better, boys. Oh, I need to be auto-gassing. But hold on. We could... Wait. That's a scam, boys. That's a scam. F is next to G. I was trying to press G. I pressed F instead. There we go. Oh, man. We got some creepers here. Okay, there we go. We got some detection. We got some pressurized glands here so I can attack air units. There we go. Sheesh. Well, if there's one thing, this week is definitely going to be a great week for Christmas and New Year's. Alright, well, I got triple gas going right now. My units are still going, boys. They're still going. They are still going. That's an Archon. That's a lot of Dragoons stacking up, actually. Those Dragoons don't seem to die, do they? How much range do these guys have? They have 10 extra... Oh my god, they have 10 range. Oh my god. We've actually built up this gigantic stack on the enemy team. And also, I'm getting some giga lag here. What the heck? Giga lag. Alright. Can I kill those roaches? Or is that just not possible? Oh, we got a swarm host coming in here. But yeah, they've got a huge stack of units here. That's gonna like try and murder us here. But we'll see. Once I get that biomass, man, they got that shield overcharge. They really be trying to get through our wave here. I'm gonna drop a mend here. Oh my god, wait, I need another toxic nest somewhere. I guess I'll put this toxic nest over here. I don't know. There we go. I'll level up my weapons. I feel like I don't do enough damage here. My locusts attack fast, but they're not as tanky. They're not as tanky. So I'm gonna put that over there. Oh my god, I pressed the Alright, whatever. We'll have this will be useful. I pressed F again. Oh my god. Alright, let's get some more attacks. Some more weapons. Those banshees are kind of being a little spicy here. I can't get through the roaches. I cannot get through the roaches, boys. They have way too much, like, anti-locust tech right now. Oh, no. They have way too much anti-locust tech. Come on. We got the big locust coming up here. We got the big locust coming up. Alright, come on. I'm gonna put down some more of these guys. Guess we have, like, an extra overseer now. I don't know. It'll do something. The overseers can, like, distract the dragoons or something like that. I don't know. I have extra weapons here. I have to drop an extra mend. Oh, maybe I didn't need to drop a mend there. But anyways, these biomass guys are gonna start shredding everything. I'm gonna get some extra ground armor so we can be a little tankier. Okay, so now we're stacking. Now we're stacking. Oh god. Let's just hope we push hard with this stack. Alright, boys. Alright, creepers coming in. Blackheart. I haven't seen Blackheart in a while. We're playing a few games. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Oh, I mean, yes, I am. Currently in one, though. There we go. That extra overseer actually kind of did help out, unironically. So I guess it wasn't too bad. The overseers are just chilling, you know. And act as a bit of front line. We got some enemy tanks here. Oh man, that's a lot of hosts. That's a host of hosts. There we go. Dahaka's gonna be charging forward here. Got some detection here. There we go. Overseer's going down. I mean, we got the Rainer scans coming in. The creeper hosts have started to scale, actually. Those creeper hosts and locusts together is just a little too much. And we got cannon fodder's tanks here just shelling everything into oblivion here. I feel like our stack is a little bit more potent. Reavers? Man, don't buy Reavers. Those things run out of ammo. If you run out of ammo against endless waves of units like this, you're boned. Although, I'll be honest, that's really Artanis' only solution. Just to buy tons of Reavers. Unfortunately, tons of Reavers just ain't it. Like, they stacked up real nice with all those Dragoons and stuff, but their stack just was not as lethal as ours. This is a death stack, boys. No way they're coming back against all of this. Because we're generating so much value. They have nothing. They have nothing on this. Like what, Artanis has 4 Dragoons? He has 4 Dragoons. Like the last 4 brain cells, boys. Trying to hold it down. Alright, well I'm going to level up my weapons and my armor. And that's basically it, boys. This is the end. I'm going to drop a fat mend here. Make sure everything's a little regenerate. There's a battle cruiser coming out here. Seems like there's some Hyperion ambitions here. I don't think the Hyperion is going to be enough against all those creepers as well, though. But the creeper hosts are just shredding everything. Get some more armor upgrades here. I'm going to get some more biomass. I'm going to get some more. These biomass swarm hosts are the things, man. There's so many tanks. The fact that we have tanks all stacked up here as well is really helpful. Oh, they're trying to go for a big counter push here. But we have tanks supported by meat shields. That is just the dream combo. Tanks and endless waves of meat shields here. I like how our line just sort of stretches up here. It just naturally goes that way. I'm going to press G this time. I have to look down. G is like slightly further away. F is just slightly closer, you know. There we go. Dahaka is going to jump on the Nexus and breathe fire on it. That's how we do it, boys. I'm pretty sure Farland microed that. Sheesh. I didn't do a lot of damage, but I took a lot of damage. Enemy Abathur took even more damage than me. Man, did he have cooldown reduction? He did. Oh, he had ice. He had ice. He had 1 ice and the same amount of cooldown. I had a bit more aggressive loadout with just more attack speed. Okay, well, that makes sense. Let's look at the units here. Mineral Valley killed. Okay. I killed a little bit more. Farther here, probably doing the most? Yeah. And then Cannon Fodder with the tanks. The dollar store tanks. Alright. Alright. Well, that's kind of short, so I want to grace you guys with another Abathur game. So it's, oh my god, Farland had the same. Did he have the same loaded as me? I think so. Alright, let's go. Alright. And we are back, boys. Let's rock it. Boom. Let's get that gas here. Let's get that gas. We got some Manx. Alright, Cannon Father wants to attack. Oh, it's Phoenix. Okay. Well, let's go tier 2 right now. And Blackheart is now joining us on the other side. I think Blackheart's in-game name is Crota. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Alright. Alright, well, we're gonna rinse and repeat, boys. Let's get that time. Let's get that water. Let's get that. Oh, do I want water or time? I think I want time. Okay, we got some Marauders out here. They're kind of thick. I got that extra armor here. Oh, wow. Should I go for 100%? I don't know if it's worth it. Oh, I can't get that. Oh, I can't get that next Swarm Host out. My first Swarm Host. I kind of do want to just get fire, though. I feel like that would just make more sense. But the urge to get more. Let's see. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go for water here, boys. Let's go for it. Armor be damned, boys. The Swarm Hosts have 10 attack damage. That's what they're here for. 10 attack damage is what they're here for. Anyway, seems like Crota's the only one building units on his team. I don't know what's happening with his team. I'm gonna auto gas here. I'm gonna get a little host. There we go. Get that 100%. 100% does affect it. It means like these things spawn twice as fast. So it's like every 5.5. Oh, that's why there's a Tycus. All right, well, that's a Tycus, boys. That's a Yikes, boys. That's a Yikes. Disruptors it is. All right. Boom, boom. Man, Tycus be killing these guys faster than I can be spawning out here. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Let's get some more of them. Let's get a few more. Enemy Rain is gonna be scanning us for days. Got some fire bats coming in here. Okay. Oh, that. Oh, we don't have a front line. I am the front line. Oh, that's not great. Ooh. Tycus costs 50% more, but also Tycus is Tycus, so he's gonna be super strong. He's gonna be super strong. Ah, but there we go. We finally got some of our other units out here, coming out here to help back us up. Farland's got some troops here. Cannon Fodder's got the orb. Oh, that's a Karlax. Ooh, okay. Well, Karlax with the Purifier Colossus. He just went tier 3. That's why he didn't have anything out here. But difference is pretty big. I'm pretty sure the Colossus will beat us. For now. For now. Boom. Sky Fury on the way. There we go. Oh, come on. Okay, I'll just drop the men here because currently I don't have enough Swarm Hosts to beat back the Colossus, I think. I don't have enough Swarm Hosts. But we will have enough Storm Hosts. We got Emperor Shadow here just dropping that feedback. Dropping some critical feedback here. There we go. And now we can just surround this one Colossus. No chance. Nice and methodical. That's what I like about the Swarm Hosts. Nice and methodical. Although we aren't going to be able to stack as hard, huh? Which is okay. We got some Warhounds coming in. Those guys will do good. I'm just constant value generation here. Tycus getting popped by the Emperor Shadow. Emperor Shadow stunning the Colossus. That's going to be great. Firebat's got a lot of extra health and stuff, but, you know, they're no match. They're no match for endless amounts of Locust here. The 100% CD. Let's just look at how fast that comes up. I think it is every 5 seconds, I'm guessing. I don't know. Firebats are pretty potent, though, gotta say. because they do have that high armor count, but they are not too potent against the immolations and everything, and the big orbs. The orbs! Gonna be pondering them orbs. There we go. Come on, give me that biomass. Oh, I don't have it yet. Okay. We'll have it soon, boys. We got a siege tank coming in here. Man, siege tank, no match. I don't know, maybe. If Crota has enough attack speed, the siege tank might be a good match. I'm gonna drop a men here so we can stay alive just a little longer. Okay, we got Phoenix coming out here from cannon fodder, and then we got that Viking coming out here, boys. That Sky Fury, he gonna shred him. Come on, let me biomass you. Oh my god. Okay, whatever, it's fine. It's fine. We got our first biomass. We got our first biomass. We got our big beam coming out here. I don't know why I decided to try and mend on that beam, but it's okay. Woo! Phoenix dropping that fat blast here. Going dump on our opponents here. Oh, Phoenix in the Praetor suit coming out. Boom. Boom. And we punching Tycus. Boom. And he's just slamming to them. Sheesh. Okay, hold on. Let's get another one out. We'll get another one out here. There we go. Just slowly but inevitably, the swarm host will overwhelm you. 100% CD, boys. There we go. Or actually, it's more like what is it? Someone explained it to me. Because like Heroes of the Storm uses it as well. It's like 100% increased. Was it like casting? I don't remember. I remember reading that comment though, so I'm gonna go read it again later. But yeah, maybe I'll explain in a different video. But yeah, it's definitely not like flat CDR where it's like the LOCUST come out like straight up. It's multiplicative. But yeah, man, it's just a nightmare, boys. It's just a nightmare. You wake up in cold sweat because of endless Abathur swarm hosts. Abathur swarm hosts be like, allow us to introduce ourselves. Oh wait, that was their allies. Can I? Okay, whatever. Let's toss it out. GG there. Damn. Damage taken. Quite a lot. I mean, the Abathur swarm host strategy is like literally just go for it. I mean, like, eventually you can buy some Vipers if you need, and that's it. Alright, well, let's go into the tier list, question mark? I don't even know if I want to do a tier list for this one. I'll do like a baby tier list. It's mostly to be based around synergy, I think. Yeah, I'll do a baby tier list. Let's go. Alright, and we're back. Let's get right to it. So game plan, as always, we're going to talk about the auras, the overall strategy, and commander rankings. So if you guys have made it this far and you guys are still not sub, be sure to drop one. Yeah, and a like. And let's go. So I just decided to keep it nice and simple because really the modifiers are just Bountiful, double income, synergy, unit soul spawn at the same time, and aura times 4. So yeah, let's just roll into it. So I think overall strategy, you're literally just gonna I think it's a good idea auto gas with Bountiful, especially if it's synergy. Synergy makes your units 50% more expensive, so you'll probably want that. And I think if you can get AoE, you just want to prioritize it as much as possible. And support units will be helpful. And you want that low cooldown, endless value, if possible. So here's how I think things stack up this week. So in the S tier, I actually have some unlikely friends. I think Abathur, will definitely be S tier because he is so useful this week as a support sort of commander that is also quite capable of being dangerously offensive with the swarm host stacks that you guys just saw. As well, if I needed to, could have gotten some Vipers to yoink some tanks. And you could also end up with some Brutalisk to tank as well if you really needed to. So I think Abathur is going to be pretty good this week. You're just going to see a lot of Abathur, I feel, because the swarm hosts are just pretty good. Just add that endless value to your allies team. Next, I actually want to say Phoenix. So the reason being, Phoenix is like, if you get the cooldowns, the disruptors can be so deadly because everything just clumps up. I think like that last game that we just saw, like you can see the potential of the disruptors against massive amounts of bio units. And yes, while they do their blast and then that's it, cooldown reduction can make it so they cast it twice as often, up to twice as often, I think. So it's not bad, and you can get some like pretty good like Phoenix micro. Phoenix himself is pretty potent as well. Dragoon Phoenix with his overcharge, and an Arbiter Phoenix making your entire units, like your entire wave, invisible. that's going to be really tough to deal with, especially if it suddenly happens and you switch back to regular Phoenix or something like that. Also, I want to say, like, if you roll like a bunch of fire, carriers could be pretty fun too as Phoenix. So yeah. Next, Alarak. So Alarak actually, I think, is going to struggle a little bit in the early game, but that's what your teammates are here for. So if anything, Alarak could just probably put down Alarak in like 1 or 2 Havocs, and that could be good enough to like turn the tide, like just in the early game, and then you can just go and end up buying like some Vanguards or some Wrathwalkers for the splash. But those 2 units are just so potent as like late game backline support fire. Your teammates could just go frontline and it'd be fine. So yeah, in the A tier, we also have some more unlikely suspects. I don't know. I think Stukavas can be A tier. I don't know about S tier this week though, because Stukov, if he has 6 auras, it just hits a little different from only having 4. Because if he has 6 auras, then like you can roll like even more HP. You could probably roll a lot of HP still this week, and still that'll be pretty potent as like just frontline spam. You could also roll like attack speed or like force or anything. You can just get some, tanks, and you can be the backline yourself, right? And then next we have Dahaka. Dahaka has some pretty pricey units, but I think you have the option of going for the Abathur Swarm Host strategy, which I think Dahaka takes a little bit longer to spawn, but they are really beefy. Or you can go for like a frontline tanking strategy with like a little bit of like, baby damage added in, like some Ravasaurs and other stuff. So I think Dahaka is pretty potent in that sense, and you just also have like a really chonky boy to take some damage for the entire team. Nova, I think, is also A, because Nova can get her like DFG, or probably this week just mostly just tanks set up and running this week. I'm not really going to consider Nova on auras though, because Nova on auras will change things a little bit. But yeah, I think the Nova tanks will be pretty potent. You just got to have an ally to be frontlining for you, like just spamming units. And I actually want to say Swan is probably someone not to sleep on this week, because Swan tanks are very potent. The only bad thing is Swan has no frontline. But this week you could probably just slam Swan tanks and like have your allies build like Ultralisk or whatever other big tanky chunky frontline boys they have access to. And this might be the Swan tank dream this week. In the B tier we have some decently potent commanders, I would say, but they're like, I don't know, they're a little sus. I don't know. So Tycus is like super pricey. I think if you roll good on the auras, you could go like serious and just drop turns and like have them explode. Like the Bountiful should help out a little bit, but Tycus is just like, you got to make the right decision. And like, because while you contribute a lot of initial damage and like potential in the early game, during the mid game, you sort of fall off a little bit in the sense that you don't have as many bodies on the field. So you got to make sure your bodies count for more. So the Outlaws are just going to be a little tough to run. I don't know. Maybe you could just go Nux and just forget about it. I don't know. Nux seems kind of crazy though, because like, he costs so much to like fully like deck out. But yeah, next we have Zagara. Zagara's in the B tier because her ramp up time is a little long. But I feel like this week, once Zagara gets ramped up, there's not really too much that can really stop her, because she's just running to the entire wave. Yes, you won't have like I think just Zagara with abs this week, just to detonate everything on the ground, could just be a good strategy. Yeah, I don't know. Like, you can't say no to explosions, Explosions are AoE as well, so yeah. Next in the B tier, we have Manx. So, I'm thinking about Manx, it's like, you can't really spam as many boys as you normally are, and like, you normally used to, and like, Manx also suffers from the crumple real fast against your opponents sort of front line, like, they just blow up. Unless, like, even if you roll a bunch of life or like a little bit of blood, like, that's gonna happen. And so Manx is probably really around here for the Royal Guards, but your Royal Guards are just like essentially like just Tycus mercenaries. They're so expensive too, and so you really got to pick the right ones. And in the meantime, at least you can still spam sort of like, I don't know, chump units to like help your team. So yeah, I don't know, but definitely if the late game picks up, Manx has very high potential. But we'll see. Like just like a medium length game, Manx is a B tier, I think. So yeah, Hothorner, I think, is also going to be B here because, I don't know, the Hellbats are okay as front line. They do a lot of stuff. They run in, they explode. Grenade Cars got crazy DPS. I probably would just open Reapers, I'll be honest, if I roll fire and then swap to like Wraiths or something. The only thing is like Hothorner is sort of weird to play with your team. Like you might just go mass Widowmine That could be a good strategy. Just mass Widow Mine. Because I think the cooldown affects the Widow Mines. I think. So then like they'll detonate a little faster. So that could be a stretch. I don't know. There's a little bit of AoE prioritization there. Or you can just go grounded Deimos if you're against a bunch of like ground units. But that has the problems of its own, such as like tanks like completely obliterating you. So yeah. Next in the B we have Karlax. I think Karlax brings a lot to the table in terms of just ground damage potential with his Colossus, and he also brings a lot of potential with the tanking with his Sentinels. Air control though, a little sus with Karlax. Some commanders will be stronger, and also his air units are going to be weaker because somebody's going to roll like some amount of extra armor, and that automatically makes you like cry a little as Karlax. This extra armor is just a little too much, but you do have that beam, so you can like sort of unstack your opponents a little bit. So that he does have that going for him. Next in the C tier we have Raynor. Surprise, surprise. Why is Raynor down here? Well, Raynor bio one-on-one is pretty strong, but in a situation where there's so many units, it's not that strong. Like, you just kind of get run over after a certain point. So I think Raynor, you actually have to go like, I don't know, you could go your classic like Marauder opener for a little bit, and then like, you know, toss in a few medics there. But you'll probably have to transition to like either like a Death Fleet, just go like Banshees and Vikings, or just slam tanks, and then try and like get a Hyperion out as soon as possible. Because if you can get Hyperion out, then that's pretty potent. Because it is like a 2000 HP plus gigantic thing that'll soak aggro and everything, so it's not bad. But until you can get a Hyperion out, like Raynor's just sort of not that great this week, I think. Next we have Statman. I think Statman this week, units his units just cost more. What you're gonna need is like Banelings into probably Lurkers into Ultralisk, and then use rinse and repeat. I think that's what you're gonna have to do. The Aura modifiers don't really help Statman out too much because I don't know, he doesn't really have anything that generates value. Like, I guess the Infestors generate value, but the Infestors are like kind of a joke. They cost so much and they do so little. So yeah, I don't feel comfortable with using those units. And yeah, like you just kind of just have to make your units tankier overall. Like that's really all his entire gimmick. And then finally we have Kyrigan in the C tier. Kyrigan's disruption wave is pretty potent if you can level up to it. It just takes a long time for Kyrigan to get rolling this week. And Kerrigan's entire strategy revolves around building large swarms of units, which are going to get melted by this week's AoE. So I don't know how I feel about that. If anything, you might just have to end up frontlining. And even then, like getting one Ultralisk out, it costs so much because everything costs 50% more. So it's going to be tough to get started with Kyrigan. But I think if you can survive for long enough, you can definitely get the ball rolling. But there's definitely people who can do it a little better, I would say. Like, I don't know, Dahaka and Stukavas can definitely do it better. Like, Abathur can definitely do that better, you know? So, yeah. Now, in the D tier, we have Artanis and Vorazun. So, Artanis always feels a little rough in Synergy. Like, he's a little better when there's no auras around, I would say, because Blood almost, like, cancels out your Psystorm. Like, any amount of Blood will cancel out your Psystorm, I think. But then again, like, the Psystorm is still quite potent AoE. It just doesn't, like, do enough, I think. It does enough normally. It's balanced around normal HP units, but like once your enemy units start having a little bit too much health, Psystorm kind of becomes a little bit of a joke. So then the next thing you have to rely on is Reavers if you want AoE, and Reavers run out of ammo. That's it, boys. They just run out of ammo, and they cost $5 million, and they run out of ammo. So you're kind of boned. I don't know. Like Artanis just like you might just have to go like Zealots and just try and spin on them, and that's about it. I feel like Synergy Artanis just kind of it really isn't it. Like the shield overcharge really good, but that's about it. I think that he's got going for him. I don't know. Maybe I'm underrating Artanis this week, but it just doesn't feel like he's going to be too strong. Next, we also have Vorazun, who I think Vorazun doesn't really have any AoE except unless we're talking Corsairs. The Corsairs are quite potent, I would say, but if that's all you're bringing to the team, your team is going to have to be packed in some heavy firepower. The black hole is also very potent for collecting everybody up into the big suck and an AoE blast. The only problem is just like, I don't know, like Vorazun just, you don't bring too much firepower to the table. Like, I guess you can tank with the Centurions, but like then it's just like Karlax but worse. And like Stalker Stacker could be kind of helpful, but it's nowhere near the same as Cockroach Stacker. So yeah, Void Rays also will suffer against anything that is light. So Vorazun's got in a pretty tough spot. Maybe you can do something with Stasis Wards. You maybe, question mark. It's kind of like Vulture Spider-Man. You just put down some Stasis Wards. But we'll have to see. I think on paper, Vorazun just looks like a D tier to me. Maybe in practice with the Stasis Wards and Corsairs, they could be actually better. I don't know. We'll have to see. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the tier list. And I just want to say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, happy everything that you guys are celebrating right now. And here's to almost 2 years. Almost 2 years of Wuju's Place Man Gaming. Would have made it this far without you guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys later.
The tires! Let's light some fires!
Need a light.
They picked the wrong fight.